Figuring out what you're doing with your content and what you want to do in the future is very difficult because when you're alone and you're in your own head, you can't think of everything, of course. So you go to inspiration, you go to different avenues that could lead you down the path of creating something new. And sometimes it's the most simplest things that really get you to that point and really help you along that journey. And this is what I'm hoping to do in this video. Welcome back to the Rebel Tech channel. I'm Justin, and in this video, we're going to be talking about erasing objects or shapes from your images in Affinity Photo. Now, this could be a push and an inspiration for you to make things that maybe you might not have thought of before. So we're in Affinity Photo right now, and standard, nothing crazy. I have a black box here in my workspace. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to erase objects, the simplest way to do it. So right now, I have my black box, and I want to make a heart shape, right in smack in the middle. Now the thing is with this, the first thing is, you don't have to worry about the color of it, because it's just going to be erasing it. It's literally being a cookie cutter out of it. So what you're going to do here, because I'm crazy, I'm going to center this. And if you're curious how to center, just go to alignment, center, and then go to alignment, middle, and that puts it right smack in the middle. Now, like I said before, it doesn't matter what color it is, because all it is a cookie cutter. And you got to make sure that it's on top. So let's do that. And all you're going to do, you're going to go down to this drop down menu right here above the layers that you have in the layers section and go all the way to the bottom. Click that. There you go. I erased it, and as you can see, it's got the transparent background behind there, and you basically cut a heart out of the center. Easy enough. Now, why would you want to do this in this application? Let's say that you want to have a black background or any color background with a different color heart shape in this. Basically what I did was I took those things and I grouped them together. So the heart and the rectangle. The reason why I did that is when I added this extra rectangle with the red shape, or red color I should say, the erase function was applied to both the backgrounds, so the black one and the red one. I didn't want that. I wanted the red to be in the background and make the heart red, as opposed to being transparent. Then I took the layers and just arranged them this way. You got your group with the heart shape, erasing the black section, and then I add this red. And basically you have a perfect shape of red behind it. Now I know you could just take a red heart and put it there and it works the same way. But if you wanted to, let's say, use a special background. So let's take a special background that I always use, or something that you may use. So I'm going to go into my textured backgrounds here, and I'm going to use one of my favorite ones. So this glass background here. We're going to unlock it, copy it, add it here, and you can see that the heart shape is now that specific thing. This layer is literally, you got the black layer, and then you got the window almost. It's basically creating a window that you can go through and you see this background. And I'll give you one more example. Now let's say you want this water. Now you have the water in the heart shape. This applies to any kind of background. As long as you have your group section here that applies the erased heart to just whatever's in that. So it's applying it to that rectangle. You will have the background here behind it. Now, of course, if you put it above it, it's going to be water. But if you want to put it there, It's in the heart shape. That's it's at its simplest form. That's basically how it works. So the next thing I'm going to do is, you see here we have the picture of the Zoom ZDM1, and I have the Zoom text right below it. Now, of course, the zoom is already there, but this is just an example that you could do it with an image as well. And this is a PNG image, obviously, because you could see through it. The major difference between a PNG and a JPEG is when you have transparent backgrounds, the PNG will allow you to export. It exports with the transparent background transparent. JPEG, if it's transparent, it just defaults to white, I believe. So you could do the same exact thing with this. So go to this, go to erase, and there it is. You have a background here that is transparent. Now, you could do that, and you can do the same thing I showed you before. Group these things together so you don't affect anything else. You get this funky background here. And throw like a green textured kind of thing, if that's what you're looking for. And it blends in very well. And there you go. That's a way to do it with some text. And another example of using a just a picture that you have, background or whatever textured thing that you might want to have filled in, like if you just want this zoom, a special thing, like whatever, it doesn't have to be this green leaf thing, but it could be anything. You could layer it behind it, and as long, it's kind of like adding a mask in Adobe with Photoshop and Premiere, all that stuff. It's adding a mask essentially in this application. First off, it's a cookie cutter, and then it can be applied as a mask like this. Now, the last thing I want to get into is what you can do manipulating each layer, meaning what happens when you move each layer. And of course, there are plenty of things that you could do with this. I'm just trying to give you the basics. If you guys are interested in something specific or me expanding on this concept, let me know down in the comments, and I'll be happy to go do another video on this. I really enjoy messing around with this stuff because it's fun. It's fun to try different things, and maybe you stumble upon something that's really cool. So let's take each layer as it is. So let's take the Zoom logo or text that is our cutout, our cookie cutter. And that's selected right now. See, I move it around and I get different parts of that leaf. But if I go beyond where the leaf is, it goes to transparent again because there's nothing behind it. Now let's take the microphone itself. See that? I can cut it off wherever I want there. And the layer is basically Zoom logo, microphone, and then the leaf. Now, if I was to move around the leaf, this is in the background, and it's only going to be showing either outside of the Zoom microphone or when it's being shown through the window of the cutout part. So the major thing is knowing that your cutout is in this drop-down menu in the erase. You could erase anything as long as the layer is above it. So this zoom right here is above it. If I was to ungroup, you see that it's going through all of it, meaning all the layers. It's cutting through all the layers that's here. So what you do is, like I said before, group that, and the application of the cookie cutter is just applying towards the microphone, not the leaf background. Now, this could be applied to a lot of things, and these are just the simplest ways that I can explain it to you. And of course, I want you guys to expand your horizons with this. I want you to try different things. And I want you to see what kind of things you can do with such a simple concept. That's the point. If you could do something extraordinary or something crazy with a very simple concept, that's really getting the most out of your time and your creative time. And that's it. That's how you erase objects, shapes, logos, whatever you want from an image. And this can be applied to just about anything. Just remember the sequence of layers and making a group if you want to have something pop out behind it in that cookie cutter example, or creating almost like a mask situation. That all being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you liked that video, please hit the like button down below. It'd be greatly appreciated. It helps this channel and helps me get these videos out to more people. And if you are really liking what I'm doing around here, the tutorials, the mic reviews, tech reviews, all that stuff, please consider subscribing. That would mean a whole lot. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, leave it down in the comments section. You could also hop into my Twitch stream every Wednesday and Saturday afternoons. I have a schedule up, and you can just follow that and leave a notification for yourself if you're interested in watching me play a game, do some dot-to-dot art. Same stuff I was doing here on YouTube, but I figure I want to separate the worlds, the streaming world and the uploaded content. So giving that a try for a while. I don't know how much streaming I'll do on YouTube, but maybe when we reach some milestones, I'll do a special stream on YouTube. And until next time, be safe, be kind, and I will see you in the next video. What you doing, girl? Oh, you... Ooh. Naughty nurse. It's not... I'm gonna call her a nurse. Going for the alliteration. But no, she's a nun. Actually, the alliteration would have worked that way too. I'm just dumb. You see nothing.